have a secret. Life is just not fun anymore. It's difficult and demanding. I have to wonder if this is all there is, you know. Click and scroll, rinse, repeat. I don't know, I feel like I'm running from the pain, like I'm putting it all back together when reality crashes in some Humpty Dumpty episode, you know. Am I a loser? Who knows? Let's try that again. We all have those days. My name is Coach Kat, and I'm here to invite you to a free, fun-filled 12-part series where I connect the dots, consult my trusty canine, and share some wisdom from my 16 years as a life coach. Remember, you're never too old to play, and we'll see you soon. Welcome to Coach Kat and Brother Moses show, where healing happens outside the toy box. And it kind of feels like that's a necessary thing these days, is kind of go outside of the box to work our way back home, work our way back to wholeness, and have a lot of fun. I've been coaching for over 16 years, and my methodology has been unorthodox. So I decided, let's get back to what did work and build from there. So it's kind of bringing us back to that child piece where we don't take ourselves too terribly serious, and yet get something accomplished, like go a little deeper. And I have a fabulous co-therapist who you will meet in time. His name is Moses, Brother Moses to you, my sweet polar bear to me. What I want to talk about is what's coming in and what's going out energetically in your life. So are you in the red? Are you in the black? And how we can shift that if it's not really working for you. I always tell my clients, I calibrate Rolex watches. So you are a Rolex watch, dear. And that basically means your life works, but you're maybe slowing down a bit. You may be feeling a little heavy. And so this is about, okay, where do we need to kind of pump it up or scale it back so that we feel optimal? So for this session today, we're going to work with the Mandala. Okay, this is one I've done, and we'll get to that. This is one I haven't done, and I'm going to have a link to my website where you're going to be able to download these templates. And let me tell you, I did not make these mandalas, okay? And we will most definitely credit the people that did. But you can go to Costco and get a coloring book of mandalas. I mean, this is not anything where I'm going to expect you to be this like really detailed artist, blah, blah. This is a sacred symbol. And in many cultures, this has got a very deep history, they treat the mandala as a meditation tool. We're going to use it as well. It's like we're bringing in that energy and we're bringing in that clarity so that, again, we can look at that incoming and outgoing. So we're going to get to this, and I'm now going to reel us back to look at where you're at, okay? Because remember, you're the Rolex watch, and I want to know what's going on for you. I know what's going on for me, okay? I need to get a piece of paper. Actually, 2 pieces of paper would be nice, with lines would be really nice, just to kind of keep you in the lines, because we're about to go outside of the toy box, but in the lines for now. 1 piece of paper, you're going to write incoming, 2nd piece, outgoing. What is that about? Incoming, outgoing. These are the things in your life presently that fill your cup, that make you feel good, that give you energy, that are really positive. And then the outgoing are the things in your life that aren't going so well, that feel kind of shitty. I could say that, I think. And that are just kind of like slow leaks, or maybe they're hemorrhages. So, okay, so incoming, like I'm not even joking. Incoming for me on my list of incoming would be my 4-legged family. So that's Preston, who you'll have many opportunities to bond with. He's now going to the mandala, the watering hole here. And so Moses, as I already mentioned, Brother Moses, and we have a few other furries that you will fall in love with, as have I. They are in my incoming list, as are my two-legged family members. They're all on the incoming. If you practice yoga or you dance, or it doesn't matter. It's not about, woo, we're on, a cushion and we're realized being. It doesn't have to get like that, okay? This is just, what are the things that really turn on the lights? And then what are the things that put us in a really dark place? That's the outgoing. Make your lists. When you finish with your list, you're going to just cut them up. I don't need to show you how to use a scissor. And then we're going to take little envelopes. Envelope, please, yes. One will have incoming, one will have outgoing. You put the appropriate slips into the appropriate envelope. They will then go into our master envelope. So I do need you to get a bigger one. You don't have to get one this big, but I kind of like this because we're going to do some other pieces to the puzzle over time in our series of Coach Cat and Brother Moses. And we're going to revisit the envelope. Okay, so mandalas, as I mentioned at the top of the show, represent wholeness. So this is, in the center, they always call the center the seed. And you always build your mandala from the center. So this is the seed, and there, of course, we have the evolution of the mandala. And it is contained, just like, oh, how convenient, a frisbee. It's all contained in a circle. This is a universe. This is oneness. Okay, so it's really powerful. Here is a fabulous book. I got this in Spain, but you can find lots of mandala books on our fabulous Amazon.com. And this gets really beautiful, right? These things are just insanely gorgeous, and they're very unique interpretations of the mandala. They kind of, move away from a real strict circular form, but still it's the containment piece and the repetition of pattern. So if you want to start getting into meditating on mandalas, then you may want to go for something a little bit more involved or artistic. But for what we're doing, we want to kind of keep it simple. So how are we going to use the mandala today? Good question. We are going to make a gratitude mandala. So as I mentioned, the seed is here in the center, and you can write, I am grateful for, or as you can see, I just put the big OG. And then you want to put in the petals or the bubbles, the things that you are grateful for. So it's really going to have, it's going to speak to your incoming list, because we're trying to amplify that energy. So when we focus on it, it expands and it kind of crowds out the outgoing. And we're going to do more work on that outgoing stuff, but let's start on the positive. So this is my gratitude mandala. You don't have to read every piece of it. It's kind of personal. Thank you very much. Colors, pay attention to color. If you know anything about chakras, you might want to use some of those colors. And then what we're going to do is take some double stick tape, put it on the front of the envelope, that means the side with the flap, so that every time we open this and do more work on this incoming and outgoing stuff, we remember to be grateful. Because really, it's in the attitude. If we start this with a good attitude, then we're going to have what it takes to roll on down the road together, mind you. There's more to come of Coach Cat and Brother Moses, and please come back. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hi, this is Coach Cat and Brother Moses, and we're here to answer your burning questions. Here we go. I've recently become a mom. I thought it said a man. Okay. I've recently become a mom for the first time to a darling little girl, and although I am joyful and of course exhausted, I've been feeling like I'm neglecting my husband. It's like all my energy is all about the baby. How do I spread out my time without feeling stretched too thin? Sincerely, Mom, Guilt. Mommy, 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 you need to be mindful of your incoming resources. Just like when you were pregnant and you were eating for two, you have to have backup. You have to keep refilling that proverbial cup because there's so much going out. As far as hubby is concerned, why don't you have a chat with him and find out what he's thinking? Don't have both sides of the conversation in your head. super dangerous. If you're in the baby bubble, burst the bubble. Invite him in. Make him a part of those joyful daily moments, and don't just relegate him to dirty diaper Jan duty. Not nice. Anyway, you have any more questions? catandmoses.com. We love hearing from you. We love talking to you. Speak to you soon.